So I built an AI chatbot for this online fitness coach that is currently booking 5 sales calls per day from his Instagram DMs. And in this video, we are gonna jump into this whiteboard that I have prepared, where I will walk you through our entire funnel and how we use this AI appointment setter in our process to generate 5 meetings per day.
So there's the fucking bot. Yesterday booked 5 calls.
Really?
Yeah, yesterday booked 5 calls.
So if you're also a coach that is using Instagram to book sales calls, this video is going to be super interesting for you. In chapter 1, I will show you how we generate leads for my client Cesare, who is an online fitness coach. Then in chapter 2, I will reveal the entire backend infrastructure of our AI appointment setter that is currently booking us 5 calls per day. And finally, Cesare also has a manual human setter called Laura. So in chapter 3, I will also show you how we combine the AI chatbot plus the human employee to work together and 6.9x our results. So if you're a business owner and you have manual DM setters on your team right now and you're looking to boost their performance, you're gonna love this. Just from 1 to 10, how happy are you with the AI setter so far?
10. I don't want to text anyone anymore in my life.
No, I'm really fucking happy about this thing. When we spoke the first time, Martin, you said, yeah, 2 calls a day. The fucking bot yesterday booked 5 calls.
And as always, if you find no value in this video, then don't subscribe. So this right here is Cesare. You can look him up on Instagram. And he is currently running an online fitness coaching program, which is on the lower end of high ticket 1 to 2k pounds, where he's targeting middle-aged men and women, mostly from the UK, to get in shape. And the way that we are currently generating leads for him is very simple. We run Instagram follower ads, a bunch of people follow him, something like 30 to 50 new followers per day. And then from these followers, a human setter manually reaches out to these people and starts conversations. Now you might already be asking, why the hell is this not something that we automate? Isn't this whole video supposed to be about AI and automation? Good question. The thing is, everything that we do complies with the rules of Meta. So just like ManyChat sends automated DMs when people opt in for a lead magnet, and just like Go High Level does the same, by the way, this is the one that we use a lot, those softwares are complying to the rules of Meta in order for the account not to get banned. So in case you didn't know, Meta doesn't allow you to automatically reach out to your new followers and auto DM them. Sure, there are softwares on the internet that do that, but it's against the Meta rules and you risk shutting your account down. We are avoiding that. Everything we do is 100% compliant with Meta, so we don't get banned. And the most important rule from Meta that we have to follow is that you can only send automated DMs within a 24-hour window after the last inbound message received from the contact. So what this means is when the lead sends a DM, we have a 24-hour window after that to send automated responses. And of course, if they just followed us and they haven't DM'd us yet, we cannot send them automated messages without breaking the rules of Meta. And we don't do that. So here, a human setter would reach out to all these people manually and start the conversation. But I will show you in a second where the AI starts, so don't go anywhere. The outreach message that we send for these people is something along the lines of, hey, thanks for the follow. What content would you like to see more of? Is it fat loss or muscle build? And people would reply something like muscle build or fat loss or both. The responses here are pretty predictable. And then the manual setter has an AI launch button on their phone or the laptop, whichever they are using. This is literally one button click. And what the manual setter does here is click this button to launch the AI for this lead. So this button press does 3 actions. First, it sends a copy-paste DM. Then it turns the AI appointment setter on, and it also adds the contact to our follow-up workflows. And I will show you exactly how to imagine it. So this is Cesare right here. He receives a new follower, and then in the first step, the manual setter would send this first outreach message. Hey, thanks for the follow. What kind of content would you like to see? Fat loss or muscle build? Then the lead would respond with whatever they are interested in. This is the response from the lead. And in step 3 here, again, the manual setter would press this AI launch button on their phone or on their laptop. And again, what this button does is it sends these copy-paste DMs. So this is not AI yet. This is a simple message automation, which is going to be relevant to the last message that was sent by the lead. Muscle build, all right, got you. A lot of people are actually interested in the same. By the way, is it okay if I ask you a few questions about fitness? So it sent these copy-paste DMs, and then the AI is also turned on. Oh yeah, I forgot to reveal this. So if at this point the lead responds to these messages, then the AI setter will continue the conversation, and I will show you exactly what's the process there. But if after these messages the lead doesn't respond, we do the third step, which is adding the contact to the follow-up automations. So we're gonna send them automatic follow-up messages after 4 hours, 12 hours, and 23 hours, and try to get them to respond. And again, after the second follow-up, let's say they respond, the AI setter will talk to them, and the AI setter will carry the entire conversation and book the call in the end. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. So this is how the conversation starts. So what you see here are gonna be the objectives that the AI appointment setter tries to complete. So this is Cesara's DM setting process, but more like this is what the AI does. AI setter objectives. And obviously the first one here is to ask for permission. Is it cool if we ask a few fitness related questions? We've already done it here. We've already done that. And then it moves on to the next question, which is the AI will ask, what kind of results would you like to see in the next 90 days? What have you tried in the past? How long have you been trying to lose weight? What is the biggest obstacle in losing the weight so far? And if at any point in the conversation the lead ghosts us, the AI will send automated follow-ups after 2 hours, 12 hours, and 23 hours. Now you might be asking, okay, but why are we only sending follow-up messages until 23 hours? Remember, the previous Meta rule only allows us to send automated messages within a 24-hour window. After that, it's not possible unless we break the rules of Meta, which we don't want to do. So after this third automated follow-up, we notify the human setter to send some more follow-up messages, maybe after 48 hours, maybe after 3 days, whatever. So if at any point they ghost, we automatically follow up with them. So the AI setter here would continue and create some emotional pain, ask what is their biggest motivation to lose the weight, ask what is their biggest fear in case they don't lose the weight. And bear in mind here, I've wrote here weight loss, but the AI is so smart that it will be always aware of the context of the conversation. If somebody says muscle build, it will ask, what is your biggest motivation to gain muscle? If somebody says weight loss, what is your biggest fear if you don't lose those 20 pounds of belly fat that you mentioned, etc. So if you want to see how amazing my AI setter is and how smart it remembers the context of the conversation, you can try it out and you can chat with my AI setter on Instagram. That's all you need to do. Just go on my profile on Instagram @martonfur, message me the word start demo. This is the keyword that will trigger the AI, and it will automatically respond to you. So the AI will respond to you in about 5 seconds with the instructions on how to try the demo. It's gonna be a fitness coaching demo. It will also try to book you in for a sales call. So act like a potential client and see how it is booking you in. And it's way better than you would think. So please, after watching this video, try it out, go on my profile and DM me start demo. So what we do after we created some emotional pain is we need a financial qualifier, because the AI cannot go on the person's Instagram profile and see their pics and evaluate if they have the money or not. The AI has to ask some kind of question that will help it determine the financial situation of the lead. And what we do for this is we ask the age, location, and job of the person. So if he says, I'm 21 and I'm living in Pakistan and I am currently unemployed, the AI will disqualify this person and turn off. But if the person says I'm from the USA, 55 years old and I'm a lawyer, it will mark that person as financially qualified and let them through the conversation. So this is how the AI setter financially qualifies the leads automatically within the conversation. Then we create some urgency. How important is it for you to make a change 1 to 10? Then we soft pitch. Do you think having a clear plan plus accountability would help you reach your goals? Again, here the AI will always say whatever goals they mentioned. And then it will validate. So would you like me to take a look at your situation and see if I can help you? The AI will drop this question, and before moving on to pitching the call, it will send a notification to the human setter. So this will look something like this on the phone. The AI setter is very close to booking a call. Let me do this with red. The AI setter is very close to booking a call. This is the name of the lead. Verify the person and book them in ASAP. So before the call, it would send a notification, and then it would also send one message inviting the person on a call before turning off. Actually booking the call in and handling the objections is something that a human should do. The AI is decent at that, but a human is much better. So at this point, the AI will turn off, send it over to the human, and the human will verify the lead if they have the money, if they're actually serious about this. It will handle objections if it's needed, and obviously book the call into Google Calendar here. And you might be wondering, wait, can't the AI do that too? And the answer is yes, it can 100% do it. So if it wouldn't be the human doing it, the AI, after inviting for a call, could actually ask for their time zone. It could actually ask for their email address, and then do something called conversational booking, where it would literally just say, hey, does it work for you tomorrow at 1 p.m. your time to do the call? And if the person says yes, then it will book the call. If the person says no, then it will propose another time in the DMs, like how about Tuesday 4 p.m. your time? And if the person says yes, literally the AI setter will go ahead and book a Google Calendar invite on its own. This is magic. So in case you want to see how this works in action, in this demo that I just showed you how to try out, I have this conversational booking turned on. So again, just go on my profile, DM me start demo, and you can, if you give me your real email address here, it will actually send you a proper Google Calendar invite at the end of the demo, which is quite crazy. And of course, if we don't want to be so fancy, we can just send a simple Calendly booking link to the person, and the AI can book them in that way. In Cesare's case, we use Laura, the manual setter, to finish up the booking because that's the most critical part. And guys, I will show you now the results that we have, because that's what everybody cares about. And of course, I will tell you why these results are working, why we get all these calls. This is the Hormozi Principle. So this is gonna be pretty cool. I will get into it in a sec, but here are the results, guys. I texted Laura. Do you remember how many calls you were booking in those first 1 to 2 weeks that you were using the AI setter? And she was booking 3 to 4 calls a day on average. Some days 5 to 6, some days 2 to 3. So that's literally one human setter with this size of an Instagram account, 30 to 50 new followers a day, and 4 or 5 calls per day on average. Pretty good. But why did this work? Hormozi talks a lot about low leverage tasks and high leverage tasks. And what he talks about even more is how you should always try to do as much high leverage activities as you can. Now, before we get into this stuff, what is even low leverage? So low leverage task is something that generates little results compared to the required time investment. So when it comes to appointment setting, this would be sending out the first message, asking the same exact messages every single time, and following up with people who ghosted. So what is high leverage? High leverage is something that generates huge outsized results compared to the time that you need to invest into work. When it comes to appointment setting, this would be actually booking the call and actually handling those objections. And I will show you exactly what I mean by this stuff. So imagine, let's compare these two examples here, okay? Following up with people who ghosted and booking the call. Let me make this nicer. Actually, I'm gonna use purple here and I'm gonna use red here, for example. So let's say the manual human setter is following up with people who ghosted. And the person ghosted and the setter sends the first follow-up message. And the person still ghosts. 1 day later, he or she sends the second follow-up message. And they still ghost and they send the third follow-up message. So they typed here 3 follow-up messages and the result is basically nothing because the person didn't even respond. That's a low leverage activity. When it comes to booking the call, the setter can type, hey, does tomorrow 3 p.m. work? No. Okay, second message, maybe 5 p.m.? Oh, cool, yeah, that works. All right, drop me your email address and I will send you the booking link. The setter here sends the same 3 messages. It takes them the same amount of time to type it in, but it leads to a booked call, which is potentially thousands of dollars. Okay, so this is cash here. This is high leverage. And the reason it worked so well for Cesare is because, let me show you, this is cool. So this is the entire appointment setting process from beginning till end. This is the entire conversation that somebody goes through until they book the call here at the end. So the beginning starts with the outreach, which again, the human setter does. This is a low leverage activity with pink because they might never respond, they might never get on a call, so sending outreach message is not the highest leverage. But after that, the AI setter does all the low leverage stuff, asking all the same qualifying questions in every single conversation, following up with people who ghost, being in the inbox 24/7 and responding instantly to every lead all the time. And if you remember here towards the end of the conversation, the AI setter would send a notification to the manual setter, and all the manual setter needs to do in the end is finalize the call and maybe handle the objections if it's needed. So the way we do it, as you can see, is the human setter does very little low leverage work. Most of their work is actually high leverage, and the AI setter does all the low leverage stuff. So let me show you here, because this looks cool. The AI setter does all the low leverage work, so the human setter can focus most of their stuff on high leverage activities and very little low leverage stuff. What this means is every single message that the human setter sends, every hour of work that they put in has higher leverage on it, which means that it will generate much more results, while the AI takes care of all the low leverage stuff. If you look at this little chart here, this is all the low leverage stuff the human does, and the rest is high leverage. And the AI does all the rest. So if you look at the human setter who doesn't have an AI, they have to do all this low leverage stuff plus the high leverage stuff. So I hope it makes sense, guys. I'm gonna show you some more stuff here, but this is why it worked. We literally eliminate the human setter wasting their time on those robotic, boring tasks, and all the human being can focus on is the tasks and activities that generate the highest results and the most output and the most money for you as the business owner. So again, if you don't believe me that this AI setter is actually good, I know you're skeptical, just go on my Instagram at martonfur, DM me start demo, and you will see that the messages the AI will send you are so much better than you would expect right now. I cannot tell you, so do that, and if you don't like it, then don't subscribe, don't watch any of my other videos. See ya.